Okay, so we picked up a Minnesota trailer for our, there's a Minnesota. This is a hydraulic lift trailer for our Dyno 72RXT, and we lost our cover yesterday in the wind. We lost our hinge, so we got to get another cover for this. But this is a battery operated lift, so the whole thing lifts up. So the Dyno 72RXT, here's your control panel. There's a battery disconnect right there. You got to turn that on. You got to turn this on. And then there's 3 positions. There's also an off switch in the basket. If that's off, this won't work. So you got to make sure that that's on, pulled out. It's an off switch like this. So you've got 3 positions for the key, 4 positions. Off position is a circle. And the first place to go, this perforated one over here, is for controlling this panel. So that's the first direction you have to go. And you push this little black button, and that white light will come on. Then you've got to wait for this to blink 3 times. So it blinks 3 times. It's going to be 10 seconds. The glow plugs are 5 seconds. Then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And it starts. Now we're going to these 2 buttons right here. This one is for the boom to lift up, and this one is for your basket to unfold. Those are the only 2 buttons that you're mostly ever going to use on this. And these buttons are the worst thing. I wish they were toggles of some kind, because you'll never operate these well with a glove on. And this is up and this is down. So the first thing we're going to do is hit the boom up. And if you can watch, the boom is going to rise. And we're going to watch the ceiling and stop it right by the ceiling. Now the second thing we're going to do is the basket, and we're going to do that up. So you can watch this right through the outriggers, and you watch the basket come up. And actually you can watch it right above. And you can wait till middle bars line up. So when those 2 bars line up right there, now the basket's level. And you come back down here and you do the boom down. And that boom has to be all the way in the cradle, or nothing will work. So that has to be all the way down. And now we shut this off to the middle, and then we turn it on to the vertical one, straight up and down. You got to push your black button again. The white light comes on. You got to wait for this to blink 3 times. It's like your random person can't steal this machine because it's so... There's a 5-second glow plug there. Then you're going to wait 5 more seconds. You can push your start button. Now you're going to turn this to the basket. Now we're going to walk around. And Taylor's going to man the lift. We're going to climb into the basket. And now we've got, you can see the 2 lights are on. I'm going to show you something here that we did. 9 times out of 10, if you've got an error on this, it's going to be this This is the B1 error. if this sensor, you can see there's two magnets. If they're not lined up, and there's actually a little indented line on each one of those have to be lined up. So it's not just that they're lined up one way, they got to be lined up in, you know, a second way. And so if this gets loosened, that can get turned and you'll have a B1 error. Or if this isn't all the way in the cradle, this will air out. Now, we put a little wedge in here that we connected here, and we've got that so that this can't slide back and forth. This was always sliding back and forth, so if we were at an angle, it would slide over and it would be one fault. And that was really a problem. But we got that rectified here. And so now, if it faults out, if that boom faults, B1, these lights will go off, and 3 lights will come on here saying, you know, it wants to tip over or whatever. So the first thing you need to do is raise your basket, because as we tilt our trailer, that basket would get closer to the ground. Now he's going to lift the trailer. And I'm going to lift my So if I didn't raise my basket, I would have hit the street. We back this all the way out. And then we can come all the way down. And we are out of the trailer. So here's our setup in this. I always put the a rubber mat down. I like a rubber mat, not the aluminum. And then when you put saws on the floor, you know, you kind of got a little tooth protection. I got my little DeWalt saw there that I like to use once in a while. This battery operated chainsaw, that's great. And with the 2-man basket, we can have 2 saw racks in here, and that's great. And then we got our handsaw that's hanging on the side there, easy access. And then we kind of hang some slings from the back here, so that we have different, you know, rigging options. And then 2 PVC pipes that have 2 poles in there each for pole saws, and we've got a pole saw head sitting in back there. So that's kind of everything you need, and you still have room to walk around. So the 2-man basket's really important on this, in my opinion. I'd never want a 1-man basket on this, even though we rarely put 2 guys in it. But it's handy when you need to put 2 guys in it too. So that's our setup there.
Playing the game of trees.